Hello, good day, fire signs. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. I hope you're having a beautiful day. So today we're going to do a timeless reading for the month. If you're watching this in December, when this is going to be posted, great. If not, if you're watching this later, hopefully the energies will resonate. But regardless, the energies should resonate with you if you resonate with my readings at the time that you're going to watch this. If it doesn't, just let it go and please move on to either your rising sign, your moon sign, or even your Venus sign, or simply go to a different reader. All right? So thank you so much. All right, we're going to start with these cards. So what do we have here? We have the Emperor. So the Emperor is related to Aries, and the Emperor is about someone who's in full control of their life. We have, in their kingdom, I should say, so very powerful energy. Then we have the Devil associated with Capricorn. This is feeling tied up, bound, chained. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Wands. So we have two tens, two major arcanas, two tens. All right. If these are not people in your life, this is for the fire sign, so this could represent you, obviously. But if it's not you, we're just going to talk about the energies. So the Emperor is fully in control of his universe. This could also, because the Devil is next to it, I'm going to say that there could be a tendency to be a little bit more controlling and to be manipulative in that level of control in order to keep the balance, and maybe it's needed, right? Maybe it's needed because maybe you have some people that are not behaving in a mature way that you have to literally tie them up, like not tie them up, but you need to confine them. You need to be the adult here and put the controls and boundaries in place so you maintain this Ten of Pentacles, which is the best card in the deck, obviously, for maintaining wealth, happiness, or in your surroundings or in your kingdom, without any kind of controls. And I always say this: when you're growing with kids, or when you have kids and they're teenagers, they're going to try to stretch that out as much as possible. So you need to put boundaries there so they know up to where they can go. And you set these boundaries so that it's for the benefit of everybody. In order to make sure that everyone is safe and in a good place. They may be perceived as negative, these boundaries, but in all, it is a very positive thing to do. And you may have to do that. And this is the Ten of Wands, meaning that there's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of responsibilities that you're carrying. So I think you need to let go, though. You may need to let go of some of the control that you want to put in place. Just really focus on the big picture and the most important things. So that's that for that. And now I'm going to go into the specific signs. So we're going to start with Aries. So if this is pertaining to career, because it also could be pertaining to career. So give me a card for career. If nothing comes up, I'm just going to... Okay, there it is. Okay, so you may be doing this or having to do or have this attitude because there are secrets or there's things not revealed yet, or you are holding on to secrets that you can't reveal, and you're doing this for the benefit of the community or your employment or your team if you're a manager. And this was for if it's love. We have the unconditional love, self-love, passion, affection, and attraction. So basically, you're doing this out of love, and this is mostly, like I said, related to, most likely to your children or your family environment. If it's just general life, what's the message for you for general life? We have a message in a bottle and not for you. Yeah, so, clearly, this is not for you because you are already in control and you know what you need to do to stay in control. But you have a message to pass, or you're going to be awaiting a message. And on this card, we have a telephone. So you're probably going to receive a phone call of some kind that's going to probably put this in motion. You're probably going to hear something. And like we talked about secrets this was work related, but on this card we have like the Chinese cookie with a little message inside. Yeah, there could be some things revealed as well in your general life, and maybe you're going to be hearing a communication of some kind that's going to set this in motion. What's a general message for you for this timeline as well? We have people who love are giving. Oh yes, that's exactly what this card is all about. This card of having to put these boundaries, having to put these boundaries in place. You're doing this out of love, unconditional love. All right, so now I'm going to pull a timeline card for you. And we're going to have an approximation as to when this is occurring. Okay, this card. So number 8. So number 8 is the card that is roughly not even a week, well, almost a week after the new moon. And the new moon, if you're reading this, if you're seeing this in December, the new moon is on the 14th of December. And the message is the path. So you are on the right path, all right? And you see this lady is just near this, what you call that, ladder to cross over into a new world. You know what? You're the guide for this, for the individuals in your life. You're the guide that's going to bring them to that new world. So you need to make sure that everyone stays on path. And this is, like I said, going to happen around the timeline of, the 20th of December or so, or relatively speaking, 7 days or 6 days after the new moon, if you watch this in a different month. All right? So thank you so much, Aries. I'm just going to put these back in the deck. All right, for Leo now. So if this message resonates with you, like I said, setting up the boundaries, let's see if it has to do with work. What's the message for work? If this resonates for work. Okay, not too many cards, just one card. Okay, right here. Okay, the reason why you're needing to do this is something needs to be cut out, the scythe. So you need to do this, because otherwise things are going to need to be cut out. Maybe there's some overspending being done, and you need to put or set those boundaries. In these times today with what's going on in the world, of course, everyone's monitoring their cash flow. So cuts are needed in order to remain afloat. And you're having to set these stringent boundaries in order to make sure that the company or your endeavors at work will survive. All right, if it's love related, let's see what the cards have to say for you. If it's love related, okay, it'll be this card here. So we have a date. You're meeting someone new, or you're on the dating scene. Get back out there, plan or set a date. So if it's relating to love, yes, you clearly need to set boundaries regarding love. You're probably a mature person, and you're probably meeting someone who's a little more younger than you. If not younger, they are a little bit not as mature as you are, and you need to set the boundaries right from the get-go. Otherwise, it could get out of hand. All right, general life. And it says, oh, we've got two cards. All right, so we've got deep knowing and we've got mending. Okay, so definitely you're in the know. Okay, so you totally know and it's wise. It's a wise concept, very wise. So you know that, and this is information that you may not be able to share with others. And the other reason that I'm saying that is, the card of mending came out. So maybe there's someone crossed the line, and now you need to repair what was broken. You need to mend the relationship, or you need to mend the situation. You need to cover up for that person, whatever they did. So now you need to impose these boundaries, these restrictions, these limitations, because you know, because of your wisdom, because you're a more mature person, you know that this is needed, and they need this in order to this boundary in order to be able to fix things. Oh, first of all, I wanted a little message for you. So the message says our creative consciousness is not limited. So, you know, creative consciousness is not limited. You are actually, I feel that you have had to do some soul searching regarding this in order to be able to impose these limitations or these boundaries. And you were very creative about it, especially when you've been able, and I'm seeing you've been able to do this, like, you know, after some deep thinking, hence the wise owl on the card. I don't know, I'm seeing you waking up in the morning, a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a cup of whatever that it is that you drink, and then you would seriously put down on a piece of paper and start thinking and writing things out so that it makes it clear for you what the path needs to be. But you have had to be creative in order to be able to do this. And when you're creative, you know, obviously it's limitless what you can get at. All right, so what timeline do we have for this for you, Leo? Okay, too many cards. I'm sorry, I just want the one. That was way too many cards. All right, just one card. Okay, I'm going to pick one. Okay, so we've got the 10th, and it says discernment. Wow, yes, discernment. You've had to do this, Leo. You've had to have a good discernment in order to set these boundaries for the better of your community, whether it is at work, in your personal life, or in your general life. And this timeline is around... if you're watching this in December, this would be around the 4th of December. Oh, sorry, not the 4th of December. I'm terribly sorry. Around the 22nd of December. And that generally is after the new moon. So this is roughly like 10 days after the new moon. Well, not exactly, sorry, 8 days or so after the new moon. So around that timeline. So if you're watching this in December, I said it would be the 22nd. If you're watching this later, just remember around 8 days or so after the new moon of that month. All right? So thank you, Leo. Okay, on now to Sagittarius. Hello, Sagittarius. So if this setting boundaries is needed, let's see if it's in love. Let's see if it's in love. Sorry, not love. Sorry, this is career. This is your work. Sorry. Let's see if this is regarding your work, if it resonates with you. Okay, this card. Okay, yeah, you're doing this because this is a tree, and the tree is usually associated with health or with roots. I really think that you need to do this if it's related to work in order to secure the foundations of your business, or maybe it is traditionally done this way. You've had to do this in order to, uphold the traditions regarding your work. You definitely do not want to uproot this tree. It's going to destabilize the business, so you need to maintain this for the betterment of your business moving forward, or if it's not your business, for the company, for how things are done. I know we're working in a different world today than what we were a year ago, but you still need to hold on to some of those traditions in order to make certain that your company or your business survives. All right, if it's related to love, It'll be this card right here. Okay, addictions. Okay, this is a heavy card. So, you know, there's someone who's codependent. Either, I don't think it's you, I think it's the other person, or someone has codependency situations going on. They're obsessed, or they're possessive, or they're controlling themselves. You need to be in control here in order, especially if you have a family. Someone's addictions. I mean, addictions could be anything from overspending, overeating, over consuming, literally consuming, ingesting, or consuming something else, like I'm thinking porn or something like that. But anyways, addictions always affect the family. So, or maybe someone has gone through some kind of rehab program and they're just falling off the wagon again. So you need to tighten up the reins again. You need to set the clear boundaries as what is acceptable. Focus on the big picture, though, for the betterment of the family, or your facility, not your facility, but your of the people in your love life. If it's like your family, not your immediate family, but your extended family. This was for the your general life. I wasn't thinking about it, so that's why I didn't pick the cards. So for your general life, please, just one card for Sagittarius. For general life. Okay, we'll take this one. Okay. This says there's a change in the wind. Yeah, so in general, you're doing this because you know there's a change in the wind. There's going to be changes coming, and you need to make sure that everyone's on par, everyone's in line. Because if they're not in line, if they're not anchored down properly, like this little castle on the back of the zebra, they're going to be flying off. They're going to be let go, or whatever it is, right? It could be related to people. It could be related to anything in your life. If it's not solidly anchored, it's going to just go. It's not going to be part of your life if the boundaries are not set. Okay, what's a general message? And I know these are general. I need to stay general. I can't be too specific. All right, so it says everlasting impact with compassion and kindness is called love. Yeah, you need to do all of this action, setting boundaries, because with kindness and compassion, because you do love whoever you are, or whoever you're involved with, even your company, your employees, or the people you work with. Yeah, you really do. You need to be in this mode of compassion and kindness when you're going to be setting these boundaries. All right, so what's the timeline for you, Sagittarius? Okay, we've got card number 7, and it says nourishment. So card number 7 is timeline roughly, if you're watching this in December, around the 19th of December, which is roughly 5 days after the new moon in December. If you're not watching this in December, you're watching this later, it'll be roughly that, 5 days after the new moon of that month. So nourishment. After the boundaries were set, it could be perceived as being difficult for others around you. And it's time to feed, if you wish, their souls. After that is done, feed them with love, compassion, feed them with anything that is none of this addiction scenario, but feed them with anything else that would be, healing for the soul. That's what I see from this card for you, Sagittarius. Well, thank you so much, and may you have a great month ahead. Thank you. Oh, forgot to say, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. So please, thank you very much, and have a great day wherever you are and whatever part of the day this is for you.